It's been the greatest experience in our lives. Living here, playing here, getting to know the wonderful people in this great community in this wonderful state. It truly has been a bonus in our lives that we could never, ever have come close to matching.
Bart's hard to describe in a few words. Incredibly thoughtful, bright, principled, tough. You wouldn't think of that, but tough. Bart lived his life to help other people. He had a wonderful attitude, and he gave of himself forever.
He was a gentleman with everybody. I never once saw him at home, away, in hotels, any place, be approached by a fan and not be warm to that fan. Always had time for everybody. He could be coming out to the bus to go to the game, and he'd stop and pose quickly for a picture, and he wanted to move along. But he would take the time and not or ask for a police guard to protect him, and he didn't want that. He just was a very warm, caring person. I was brought in by Dan Devine. And after Dan left after 4 years, I wasn't sure what my status would be since I was Devine's hire. And Bart got the job. And Bart called me at home on Christmas Eve after he got the job. And he said, Bob, he said, I want you to stay with me, and I want you to do all the contracts from this point on and help me with other things and so forth. And I'll never forget, I said to him, Bart, it's an honor to work for you. And he says, Bob, you won't work for me, you'll work with me. And that's just the kind of relationship we had.
As the leader, he led by example. He had the leadership quality about him. He carried himself aloft, and he was a member of the team. He's friendly, and I mean, you go to the wall for you, but you knew he was the leader.
He wanted us to go out and get involved in the community, and so by going out there, he wanted to say, make sure when you sign your autograph, you make sure it was legible. Don't just scratch it on there. And he had said that the fans are very supportive here. They will come out, so just give them some respect, because he was known to sit there for hours and hours, no matter how long the line was, no matter how late the hour was. He was going to give that autograph to a fan that came out to get an autograph.
My hero. I was a little kid playing Pee Wee football. I had to write to my favorite player. I wrote to Bart. He sent me an 8x10 black and white photo, and I treasured it. Had it for a long time. And my friend Dave Vaden was the Marriott hotel chain in charge of the food division. When Bart coached the Packers, they stayed in Cedarbrook Marriott, and Dave called me. You want to come meet Bart? So I drove to the hotel, I bought the photo, he signed it for me. We were friends ever since. He never said me, he always said we. He always called Lombardi Coach Lombardi. Always said we. We did this or we did that, or he did this, that's why this play worked. Never took credit for anything. One word sums it up: class.
I think Bart, the main thing was that he had standards. He had his creeds for living a good life, and he wanted to be a leader, and he was mild-mannered to the point of, unless somebody tried to mess things up, and then he would set his foot down and make demands on the players, that we observe, listen, and try to do our job.
He didn't count his numbers. He didn't count his first downs or his touchdowns or his passes. He counted the wins, the victories. That's what was important to Bart. It wasn't personal stats. It wasn't personal accomplishment. It was victories. You run out of adjectives for him. You run out of superlatives. He's just a sensational human being.